Guy here, and today's book is Ian McDonald's Luna, New Moon. This book gives you all the fun and frolic of 14th century Vienna, replete with poisonings and backstabbings, but all on the moon. Think the Medicis and Borgias in space, with layers upon layers of conflict and relationships and more characters than you can shake a stick at, with most of them unfortunately bearing similar names. It's a blast. A blast. This book has been called Game of Thrones in space, and yeah, you've got 5 families doing dirty deeds as they vie to control the moon's resources, or control each other, or be the BMFIC, or the Eagle, or whatever they're calling the Iron Throne up there. But that comparison misses the bigger point. People, left to their own devices, are fairly rotten to each other. You expect that in Game of Thrones, because it's a feudal society with swords and dragons, and the biggest and baddest army wins. Like England for about the first 3,000 years of its existence. But you'd think a sophisticated future society steeped in civilized law and political theory would behave a little bit better. Nah. A thin veneer of culture and sophistication covers our inner barbarian, and only requires a scratching of the paint to let it out. In this case, the moon people have decided to forego all that pesky law and jurisprudence and court stuff, and instead let contracts rule them. Everything is a negotiation, from marriage to property rights, even murder and theft. There's even trial by combat, and assassins. Heavens, you sophisticated and cultured people think this can't be, because the future is ever upward and onward to the Federation, or Empire, or Galactic Council, and you're wrong. When the police are 3 days away by space shuttle, then our tribal natures assert, urging us to kill everyone who isn't family and enslave the survivors. It's who we are. It's who these houses are too, and they negotiate alliances with each other and against each other, and a little poison on the back of a microfly assassin robot is so much more efficient than filing a case with the FTC. Whatever happens on the moon, stays on the moon. The story focuses on the Corta family, the upstarts who have cornered the helium-3 market that powers Earth's fusion systems. Adriana Corta, the matriarch, is dying, and she's worried that her sons will destroy each other when she's gone, a very real fear given the butt-headedness of her male progeny. The sharks smell blood, and the other families are maneuvering to take the Corta fortunes and contracts as the boys do everything they can to make that easier. Stabbings galore ensue because the moon people figured out a long time ago that bullets flying around structures sealed against vacuum wasn't a very good idea. Not that there isn't a good portion of bombings and attacks by spacecraft. There's a few, but they seem like cheating. The big question here is whether the Cortas can survive their own idiocy exacerbated by murderous outside plots. We don't know, because this is the first of a trilogy, but my money's on Wagner, the disowned and largely ignored Corta son. You gotta watch out for the disowned and largely ignored. Right, Daenerys? Old Guy here. See you later.